Okay.
We even have a pregame discussion, like, who's going to start talking first? Thank you, everyone that's taken the time to watch our part 1 as we start sharing more of our story.
Yep. It's a great story.
Okay, so here's the thing. One concern that I've had...
And it just keeps getting better.
That's true. But one concern that I've had with all of this is... you guys see the happy marriage.
Yeah.
You see the partnership. You know,
Yeah.
we're going into our 23rd year together.
Yeah.
We've been navigating this open dynamic for the last 9 years. You see my Facebook page, many of you. I love to post and share about my family. I love to throw up things about my kids or the physical activities I enjoy, all of it. That does not mean there is not difficult, heavy things going on in the background.
Yeah. And he originally started posting because of all the shit that happened with my family.
Yeah, we kind of did leave off on that part of the story.
It was a complete shit show.
You mean like being accused of all kinds of things when you leave a religion?
Yeah.
It was hard. And one of the reasons I started posting so much is I wanted to lean into that feeling of paranoia where you're like, hide from the world. Part of me was so stubborn against that. I'm like, no.
Yeah, and basically our family's been pretty traumatized. Like, we've been working through that paranoia.
And how well have we done
ever since then, and we've done a lot better.
And even getting bold enough to share our story like this.
It's pretty, you can tell we have worked through a lot.
All right, so we could chatter for a while, but backing up to where we left off on our story.
Yep.
So at last, this couple decides to open their marriage, right?
Okay.
And we'd been totally and completely monogamous and authentic and upfront and ethical with each other.
100,000%.
Up to like year 14. So we have all these conversations. And we eventually decide to take things from the realm of fantasy and how does that actually get implemented into reality?
And we're going to do it with 10 babies.
Faith transition's a bitch, man.
So how did it start?
Well, I mean, where do you even find people?
Yeah.
Now, there's lots of resources out there today for folks.
Well, how did we even figure out that we could open our marriage?
Well,
you found it.
That was part 1.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
Yeah, now we want to talk about actually what was Jacob and Rachel's first experience like. And spoiler alert, it was traumatic as fuck.
We will not name names.
We will not name names, but it was...
Unless you reach out to us personally.
Yeah. Anyway, so Craigslist. Such a reputable website, right?
Yeah.
I used to enjoy classified ads. KSL classifieds was my jam.
Yeah.
I get on Craigslist and look at local listings. They had that one section for relationships. So I let Rachel know what I was thinking, and so I started just looking on there. And namely, I found out that my wife was bi-curious.
Yeah.
And so I started perusing women looking for women because I was going to try to find a good first experience for her.
Yeah. And it was coming close to your birthday, and we wanted something. Not yet. That's
a
the
different
second
story.
one.
That's
okay,
the second
never
time.
mind.
That's when we still got brave after this first
You're
one.
right.
So I ended up connecting with a couple that way. And so I started chatting back and forth. And we went the back and forth, are you real kind of thing. Because again, Craigslist, that was shut down for damn good reasons, that side. But never used it again after this at all. So we end up connecting with a couple that lived about 15 minutes away from us.
Yeah, not far. And we were pretty excited because the girl wanted to try, I was curious. I just wanted to kiss a girl. I wanted to see what that was like. I've never tried that.
Neither of us had tried alcohol either.
And we'd never tried alcohol.
So we set some very clear intentions. I still remember standing in our bathroom talking about this. And man, you should have been playing like Mission Impossible music in the background. Or something like dun, 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 dun.
He's going through all this stuff in his head.
Well,
I'm like, nothing's happening. It's going to be fine. We're not doing anything.
I'm getting emotionally prepared for all kinds of contingencies. I prepared for every contingency I could think of except for one.
The one that happened.
That seemed utterly impossible to me. To Jacob at that time, it still seemed pretty inconceivable that another woman outside of Rachel would want me. or lust after me.
And in my opinion, from my perspective, every woman would want him because he's the best in the whole wide world.
And from my perspective, every man would want her. Like we were giving each other 5-star reviews there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so eventually it moves from email.
Yeah.
We get brave. We
Yeah.
exchange phone numbers.
Yeah.
And god damn, our little kink meters and taboo meters were
We
going
were so
through the
nervous.
roof.
And I was thinking, gosh, I got a mom body now, you know, I got stretch marks.
She hadn't gotten like her.
I hadn't got my chest done,
Yeah,
you know.
so this is a woman that was being extremely brave with
Yeah.
who she was
Yeah.
to step into this.
I felt nervous.
Oh god, we felt
Yeah.
nervous, all kinds of nervous. Anyway, so we're just gonna go over to their house. We were happy because they were experienced in this, and so I was thinking like mentorship, learning. We don't even know what we don't know.
Yeah.
So we go over to their home,
Yeah.
and you know, they actually genuinely seemed like really cool people.
Yeah.
There was like he was a handsome guy that took care of his body.
And P.S. Ahead of time, we didn't know to talk to each other. I didn't know to say, Jacob, I don't want to do this, or this. This is off the table for me. So he's planning for full on, who knows, maybe we dive into sex the first time. And I'm like, whoa, I'm not, that guy's not even super attractive to me.
I had premonitions about her because once she transitioned from like mom mode to play mode, I knew exactly how voracious this woman would get.
Pretty spicy.
She's very spicy. If the people look at me and think I'm the more overtly sexual one, no, I am not. This woman's my inspiration. Anyway, so we drive over there in our little beater car. We are talking all the way over, game planning, just trying to stay calm. We go. They were good hosts, right? They had a beautiful home.
We're saying all the positives we can.
Well, it's how it happened.
It is true.
Anyway, unbeknownst to us,
Yeah.
these people had a well-earned bad reputation.
Yeah.
We would find this out later
Yeah.
when we would connect with some other people who had had interactions with them. So remember, when you get involved in this kind of community, it is an insular group. Like they plan on people knowing each other
And talking.
and comparing notes.
Which is really good. That's to your benefit.
It could. There's also a culture of discretion. Like
Yes.
even how we're telling this story,
Yes.
we're doing our best to be discreet about it.
Yes.
Anyway, the night progresses, and we end up.
Well, we show up and I'm like, I want to kiss the girl.
Yeah, and the girl was beautiful.
Yeah.
Like physically, on a scale of 1 to 10,
Yeah.
the lady was easily. Depends on your preferences.
They're both attractive
between like
humans.
an 8 to a 10, just depending.
I would just say that, when you're stepping into this for the first time and having come from deeply religious, I honestly didn't even know super what I was looking for attraction-wise in a male. I thought I was looking for what I was looking for as I looked for a husband, because that's all you got is your past. So
Well, you have your attachment styles.
you have your attachment
You have
styles.
what you grew up with, like stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think it's really important, again, I'm going to say it, that we did not know to communicate ahead of time. I don't want to do this, or I'm comfortable going this far. We didn't know that.
Well,
We didn't even think of it.
did we communicate to the best of our ability?
We communicated to the best of our ability, and Jacob was wise in planning for all these contingencies. Rachel, on the other hand, was like, dude, I don't even know if I find that man, attractive to me. I just want to go see how it feels to kiss a girl. That's pretty much where I was at.
And we did make our intentions clear with him before we went over.
Yes,
This
we
is
did.
what Rachel would like.
Yes.
Um,
And we wanted to try some alcohol.
Yeah. Anyway, we also, in this experience, we also got acquainted with our fawning responses.
Yes.
And also just like trying to stay open and stay curious. So I'm going to shorten this story up a little bit because this is already almost 10 minutes long.
So we drank a little bit of alcohol.
I didn't drink anything.
Rachel did.
Rachel did because that was the goal.
Yeah.
And then she wanted to show you their basement,
Yeah.
like a play space that they had.
Yeah, so she gave me a little kiss, and then she's like, okay, now let's go up with the boys first, and then we'll do some more. And I was like, oh, Okay.
And I had zero idea that this woman had any designs on
And
me.
and I didn't know what I didn't know. I was like, well, she knows. Maybe we need to go spend time with the boys first. I don't know what my brain
In
was
retrospect,
thinking.
too, that woman was a high-functioning alcoholic.
Yeah.
She was already,
She was already,
I don't know how many drinks in.
yeah.
We hadn't been around alcohol. I didn't go to parties as a high schooler. I didn't do that in college.
Neither one of us knew.
We didn't know.
And I tasted a little of the alcohol she gave me, but
it was like a White Claw or something.
it was something, a little bit alcohol, but I thought it tasted good. It was, a little weird. I'd smelled alcohol growing up. I've never tasted it, but I thought.
Meanwhile, I'm just chilling with this guy on the couch as
Yeah.
those girls are going to go do whatever their thing is. So I'm just talking to him about his music.
Yeah, so
That was it.
we come up, she and I, and she's like, she takes Jacob upstairs and
Okay, this is where, we didn't know because they didn't communicate this to us.
no,
They only do separate room play.
yeah,
We found out later that those people did not like, and people have different preferences,
Yeah.
playing together.
yeah,
That was not their thing. They
Yeah.
like to keep that separate.
which is totally cool. It's good to communicate.
It's good to communicate.
It's good to tell the other couple.
And so the lady takes charge, and she's like, okay, you, Rachel, are going to go with my husband down to the
Downstairs,
basement. You
and-
guys can fool around and do their thing.
and Jacob and she could go upstairs.
And this is the first time I had any inkling that this woman had designs on
And
me.
both of us are like, okay.
No panties, wearing these short little Daisy Duke shorts and a crop top, and she did make it look good.
And Rachel, meanwhile, goes downstairs, and I'm just thinking, what am I supposed to do with this guy? I just want to kiss the girl. I didn't want to do anything with the guy.
We've gotten way better.
Way better.
Like now, if we were ever in that, we wouldn't even step into that situation.
No,
now. We've learned to see the
I would
flags
speak
ahead of
up
time.
and I would say, wait, why are we splitting off to separate rooms?
We didn't talk about that.
We didn't talk about that.
Again, at any time, we could have said, thank you both.
Yeah,
That was a lovely evening.
that was a lovely evening.
And we did learn to do that later.
We did, yes.
But this was all brand new to us.
Yeah, so he goes upstairs, I go downstairs.
So this beautiful bombshell of a blonde who, she had her show and her presentation down. And I get led up the stairs, and my brain is still catching up to what's going on. I'm like, what? What? What is happening here? She was great at the view. She was great at all that stuff. So I get led to their bedroom, and Rachel's in the basement. And full-on sex happens. And there's several times as things are progressing that I literally want to get up and leave the room. Like something inside of my intuition or whatnot was saying, something's not right here, Jacob.
Plus, this is all new.
Something's not right here, Jacob. And I'm like, maybe I need to, she tells me, they're having sex down there, Jacob. No, they weren't.
No, they don't have sex on the first date. The husband doesn't.
There is a lot.
The wife does. So meanwhile, I'm downstairs and the guy is like, we don't do anything on a first date. We don't, go all the way on a first date. And I'm like, well, that's good. I'm
He's
thinking,
saying-
geez, I
he's
didn't
saying we.
even plan that we were gonna do that, But meanwhile, there's some kissing and touching that goes on.
And we have a tight connection. This woman can probably feel in the basement
Yeah.
that her husband
Yeah.
is
So
up there having
I
sex.
start feeling like, I don't want to do anything with this guy. I don't even know exactly why we're doing this right here. I go along with it for a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, can we go upstairs now? So we go upstairs. We sit down on the couch, and I'm like, what are they doing upstairs? Like,
How long do you think you sat on the couch
they're
waiting
not
for
having
us?
sex, are they? And he's like, oh no, we don't do that on a first date. And I
He's
was
full of
like,
shit. We
I was
found
like,
out later these people had a pattern.
okay. I'm like, well, should we go up there? He's like, no, we'll just wait down here. Next time, motherfucker, I'm just going up those fucking stairs.
It would have been a rescue mission.
It would have been it probably would have, it wouldn't have been good. But
And I also got acquainted with my fawning responses.
I sat there and I waited with the guy and watched his music videos. And I'm like, this is taking a long time. What do you think they're doing, And meanwhile, after Jacob and the lady upstairs.
I rocked her world. I've had a lot of years to practice with a very intuitive lover.
He rocks my world all the time.
And so I went and pulled all my tricks that I do with Rachel,
Yeah.
thinking, all right, well, they're having sex. This is happening.
Yeah.
And I'm getting more and more uncomfortable.
Well, he's getting more words coming out of this drunk woman
Oh my God.
of what's going on in her life.
No, like people, when they get into that environment, especially if you are good at love and intimacy, into me I see, this woman started divulging so many shady things that she was doing. It was like I was attending a confessional.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
So skip to the part where you come downstairs.
so we come downstairs.
And I'm like, shoo wee, man, that took forever. What the hell happened? I'm like, can't wait to get out of the house. We get in the car and I'm like, wow, Jacob, that was so
hold
weird.
on, let me finish. Even leaving, that woman takes her hand and she slaps my ass hard enough that I had a bruise later.
Oh.
And now I look back and I'm wondering if the guy was in some kind of domestic violence situation.
There's something like that. But
Anyway,
they're
so much
still
going
together.
on. There,
Yeah.
we've run into them since.
Yeah.
And they invited us back over.
And that's a fuck,
Fuck
no.
So what's the aftermath of this like?
Yeah, so I get in the car. I'm telling Jacob right away, that was so weird and awkward. And I had no idea I was going downstairs with that guy. And he put his hand down my pants and he touched my chest. And I'm like, I think I touched him too. I'm trying to figure out, what do? I don't really know if I want to touch this guy or be with this
we're also going through the
guy.
experience as a couple to be fully transparent
And I'm
with each
like
other.
kissing him, but then I'm like, can we be done now? I just want to kiss the girl. That's what I'm thinking. I just want to kiss the girl.
So your Jacob starts telling you everything that happened.
So Jacob's like, well, he starts telling me everything. And the minute I just heard the oral sex part and I about flipped my lid. I'm like, wait, what?
She was oddly
What?
okay with everything until it got to there.
Yeah,
But that also may have been just like the tipping point.
I think so.
So,
And he had been preparing for sex in his mind. He'd been talking
For
about it
her.
all the way over for me. I was in my mind saying, no way am I having sex. I don't want to have sex with that guy. I just want to kiss the girl and taste some alcohol.
anyway,
Anyway.
so as I'm driving home and
Yeah.
I'm noting my wife's reactions.
Yeah, and I was pretty freaked out.
Anyway, and her greatest trigger was from her first marriage, getting cheated on.
Yeah.
One of my greatest triggers was I had sworn an oath to myself that I would never do that to my wife. My mom got cheated on by both my dad and my stepdad.
Yeah.
There's more to that story,
Yeah.
but
Well, the funny part is,
it's just how it had impacted me as a child, and all of a sudden, here I am, facing one of my greatest judgments. And then my religious programming kicked in. I had read the Book of Mormon nearly every day of my life from 8 years old up to about age 35. And I well remember the parts about, sex is
Adultery.
is a sin next to murder.
yeah.
And so I am now driving back thinking, I'm a murderer. So we get home. She is understandably very upset. And
And I'm also thinking, I'm upset, but I agreed to go to this. Like, it's my own fault. I sort of damned myself.
no,
Like,
we brought it on ourselves.
I was like, what do we do now? Did we just ruin everything? Because I love this so much.
Me too. But I also, at the time, hadn't understood about when you have sex with somebody else, and if you really show up with your heart wide open, you actually do enter into an emotional, spiritual exchange with them. You do merge,
Yeah.
especially if you're kind of person that shows up all the way. And so I now look back on that whole experience because, guys, I ended up in our room. Like, we checked on our kids and all that stuff, but I got in my room and I curled up in a corner in a ball like this.
Yeah.
And
I don't remember what I did.
but now when I go back to the idea of like merging and sexual transference, I now I did talk to this woman a year later, and I understand now that she was probably suicidal. Like, she was drinking that much alcohol for a reason. The shady things that she confessed to me and what that must do to your conscience and what you live with.
Yeah.
I had all of my own stories. I was feeling my wife. I had all of my programming coming up.
And, yeah.
Go ahead.
And I was going to say, and I came from a marriage where my first husband cheated on me.
And here all of a sudden I find myself facing every one of my judgments.
Yeah.
And also like the standards I'd put for myself as a husband and as a father and as a partner, like all of
Yeah.
those things.
So
Did we sleep in the same bed that night?
yes,
We decided that no matter what,
we were going to work this out.
we were going to work it out.
Yep. We
And-
chose into it together, so we were going to choose how to figure out the way through it
There
together.
had been no deception.
Plus, we'd been through so much hell with my family, and we'd lost so many friends from leaving religion. We really had each other and a few other friends. We didn't have very many people.
I don't think we have the timeline quite right on that,
Oh,
but yeah. Anyway, so
you're right. We hadn't gone through the faith transition totally
no,
yet.
this was
we were,
part of the faith transition.
We were transitioning out.
Yeah. Anyhow, so we slept in the same bed that night. We
Yeah.
decided that we were friends.
Yeah.
We did play that game where we our bums started scooting closer together because we did just want to touch each other.
Yeah.
3 days until we felt ready to like make love together. And
Well, and that's what I wanted to say was the next morning I had a hike with two friends, two of my good girlfriends, and they were both Mormon. And meanwhile, I'm not really Mormon anymore. I'd stopped going to church. I'd stopped wearing my garments. I'd stopped all the stuff, but I still wasn't feeling brave to tell everyone because of the shit show that happened with the
Anyway.
with my family. So I went on this hike with my friends, and I'm just like eaten up inside because I'm like, who do I talk to about this? My life is a wreck. We might have just ruined everything, and yeah, but
Anyway.
it worked.
good friendships outside of your marriage,
Yeah.
especially for situations like this, highly recommend.
Yeah.
People you can trust that think well of your spouse, but are also willing to give an outside perspective.
And before you do anything together, decide, what are you looking for in this adventure?
And please be ready to grow.
You're going to hit all your triggers, all the things inside of you that you're most afraid of. Just know those doors are going to be opened.
Oh, that night when I got back, I wanted to die.
I wanted to die too.
So we held on, obviously.
We held on.
3 days, we made love.
Yep.
And then 1 week, we were back to baseline, homeostasis together.
Yep.
I put everything down. I
Yeah.
decided that was more than enough for me.
Yeah.
I had enough emotional work for all the stuff that came up from that. I was more than happy to close everything back off.
Yeah.
I was more than happy.
Both of us felt that way.
Yeah. So after that, though, it would take a couple of weeks, where I could see Rachel's curiosity start to be piqued again.
Yeah.
And so that'll be a part 3. But after that, I pretty much decided that I would I felt a lot safer just focusing on being a good friend and a good support for her development, for her explorations. Like being brave enough to try again. I figured that was more than a big enough step.
Yeah.
And I just went ahead, like, again, that gave me more than enough emotional work for like the next 6 months before anything else would ever come up on my radar again. But I guess if we were to end this message, if you're united, if you come at things like a partnership,
Yep.
if you're willing to just breathe through,
Yeah. And even if you can just hold hands.
and then how many times did we just do that?
Many
Like,
times.
it was like the biggest act of courage just to
Totally.
take each other's hand.
I mean, it was spicy. It was erotic. It was fun. I'd say that first time was a little frustrating because
A little frustrating.
it was extremely frustrating because I know I was sexually frustrated, I'm sure. Knowing myself now and how high of a sex drive I have.
Yeah, what a disappointment. You do all this emotional work to get to your first
Yeah.
experience.
And I was so excited to kiss the girl. And I think I was bugged because he kissed the girl. And now I'm like, well, thank God. I'm glad I didn't have to kiss the girl. Not the girl I really want to kiss.
Oh,
But,
gosh.
I kissed her anyway because, you know.
Ah.
And you know what? You're going to work with people that match you where you're at. So obviously we had things to work out with this couple.
Well, with this particular story inside
Yeah.
of ourselves.
Yeah.
That is also, like I said, we've been in this for 9 years. I think this first experience also was pretty motivational for us
Yeah.
as we would come across newbies in this world. Whether or not we were ever going to have anything to do with them like that, I knew what that experience was like for me.
Oh my gosh.
And so I just felt this compassion and this empathy. Like, it was so brave of you guys even to show up to this activity,
Yeah.
or even to reach out,
Yeah.
even if this is not a yes for us. And we set a high bar for each other. We'll just
Yeah.
say it like that. But I would volunteer quite a bit of my time,
Yeah.
just private message, talking to people, just being a friend, to pass on some of this hard-won wisdom, because how beautiful it would have been if that first couple had really wanted to curate a very beautiful
experience.
first experience.
An honest first experience.
Yeah, what if they had been great models or representatives
Yeah.
of that? That would have created a completely different experience.
It really would have. Yeah. It turned out good in the end, because
It turned out good because of how we framed things to
we
ourselves.
chose that we would take responsibility, that we both chose into that. It didn't turn out how we expected, and we were going to have a better one
Yeah.
next time. And we learned.
And we certainly learned. And part 3 will be fascinating.
Yep.